Welcome to Placid News TV. A Nigerian media personality, Daddy Freeze, has reacted to the alleged Natasha'S sexual harassment. According to him, I called Natasha. Relax, watch this video. Don't fail to subscribe, comment, like, and share.
So guys, how are you doing? I'm going to keep this very short. We're going to talk about this properly in a debate tomorrow. Um, Make it not just be say I no come see you now today at all, and I'm still going to come back in about 2 hours. So I'm just going to touch on this very briefly. First things first. A country where women have no voice is dangerous. A country where the voices of women are suppressed is worrisome. Let's forget about the benching harassment stories. Let's focus on the real problem Natasha had. I spoke to her because I'm quite close to her. I haven't spoken to her in a while, but she sent me a chat today and I called her up. The day it happened, I called her up and we spoke for about 15 minutes. And from the way she spoke, she felt like she was being suppressed, like she wasn't given an opportunity to speak. There's something with Nigerian politics. If you don't dance to the tune of the political cartel, you will never grow politically. And I find that very hindering. I find that, in my humble opinion, rather dehumanizing, and also it is something that takes away your right as a human being, especially if you are in an elected office where you must be productive. From the things she said, it was like they were just changing her from office to office. They didn't allow her to express herself. I'm not going to weigh on the merits of the benching allegations and all that. I wasn't there, and I'm going to try to be as fair and as objective as I possibly can. I can't do more than that. I'll just try to be as fair and as objective as I possibly can. But the problem started with the constant need to have her relegated, to have her demoted, to put her in a place where she would not be able to perform. And when she's not able to perform, she will not be re-elected. You know, the typical, if you're not in my camp, if you're not in my circle, if you're not in my circle, you will not win kind of scenario. And I worry about the young people we have in this country, the way we think. Uh, Looking at this Burner Boy, I'm going to go on that. Looking at this Burner Boy and this girl issue that has been trending for the last 2 weeks, more or less. When you look at Burner Boy is an accomplished musician. Yes, I'm not saying he's a good guy. I'm not saying he's moral and all that, but he is a representation of Africa when it comes to the arts. His catalog is globally recognized. If Burna Boy doesn't sing a song from now till the day he buys, from that catalog, he will feed himself and live good. And we are comparing this Burna Boy with a girl who has nothing to offer society. And the young people of this generation can't get it. And it bothers me. They brought a Lamborghini. I don't think you people know what 46,000 miles is. If they drove that Lamborghini from America to Lagos, it will not be 46,000 miles. The distance from America to Lagos is like 9,000 miles. I'm telling you. Now, those of you saying that the freeze, why did you put anything you post on social media will be scrutinized. All you need to do is zoom and you will see it. But we have women of substance like Natasha Akpoti. Natasha is a lawyer. Natasha made it to the Senate. And instead of us to focus our attention on this Natasha issue and see to it that women in Nigeria have voices, we are defending the indefensible. What are we really defending? Would you like if your daughter has no known source of income, but your daughter is changing cars and showing off? I don't know, maybe you guys will be. I have 3 daughters. My oldest is 23 and my youngest is 18. I would be worried. My question is, you, the future of Nigeria. You know why you are the future of Nigeria? It's either you are a youth or you are parents to a youth. Most of the people watching me have young children. Some of you have children that have crossed 10 years. You are parents of the future. If you don't control what social media is bringing out, you will have yourselves to blame in the future. You will have yourselves to blame in the future. This is a very important issue, but we fail to see it. Someone said she was disrespectful. Sometimes in Nigeria, the only way women can actually make a point or pass a point across is when they get a bit disrespectful. Because normally women here aren't heard. And if that allegation about the benching misconduct is true, that means most of our women that made it to the top politically had to literally bench their way. If the allegations are true. If the allegations are true. That means when you see a woman in office, because any woman that grew in office then had to do it. Because if you didn't do it, then you will not grow. They will relegate you. They will make sure you are not being pushed. They will make sure your portfolio is irrelevant. I was reading something from, and I'm going to end here because I said I wasn't going to stay long. I think I forwarded it to Yeah, that is it. From Regina Askia. She said, my comments on the ongoing allegations and the need for impartial investigation for parties involved. First and foremost, we must acknowledge the seriousness of the allegation without prejudice. The allegations of benching misconduct recently raised by Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan against the President of the Senate, His Excellency Senator Godswill Akpabio, are of a sensitive and grave nature and should be taken with the utmost seriousness. However, it is important to stress that at this stage, they remain mere allegations. No prejudgment or assumption of guilt or innocence should be made until the facts are fully and fairly established through proper procedure to respect the fundamental rights of all individuals to a fair process. Even though allegations cannot be ignored or dismissed, no one should be condemned in the court of public opinion prior to an impartial inquiry. And I think I agree with her wholeheartedly. And that is why I said, if this were true, because I'm not in any way suggesting that they are true, because I do not have the apparatus to test the validity of the claims. And maybe because I'm friends with Natasha, uh, I may be seen as partial. That's why I said, you know what? Let's not talk about what we cannot defend, but talk about what we can or what we saw. Why was she so unhappy? Why was she so agitated? Why did she stand up when she was told to sit down? What was pushing her? What could have been the problem? And if you remove the blanket of the allegations and all, you will definitely see that there was some trouble. There was trouble there inside this matter. So the problem is, it is hard to have we barely have 300 people here to have this conversation. But if it was Burna Boy Lamborghini, everywhere we fool. So it brings me back to the kind of conversations Nigerians and Nigerian youths want to have. Nigerians in diaspora are also too busy entertaining themselves with the woes of Nigeria and its foolishness for them to be able to actually sit back and make an impact. Think about what can actually be done. We're too busy enjoying the entertainment. The sight of somebody we don't craze, it good to watch, just they easy to burn. All of you saying Natasha was wrong. I'm not here to say, did I say she was right? I never said she was right. I just said what could have led to such an outburst. Something day inside that matter. Nobody will you can't just be that rude and that bad that you just have that out. We need, unless we don't want to face reality. Unless we don't want to face reality. We are too busy talking about Burna Boy and Lambo, and it's like that's what stimulates us. Something. Forget about the allegations. Anybody can allege. My problem is not the allegations. I said from the very beginning, I said move that to a side. My problem is, why was there so much discord? Why did she you will not just stand up and fight for yourself if something no dey inside. That matter no pure 100%, unless they use the innermost eye of your person to look the matter. I'm not saying she's right or wrong. I'm just saying it doesn't look ordinary. Every action, according to Isaac Newton, every action generates an equal but opposite reaction. So life is action reaction. You see, what you saw was an action, but was also a reaction, because every action is a reaction and is an action in itself. So what you saw was an action, but was also a reaction to something. Something is not adding up. And I know one talk pass like that. Natasha is submitting a petition. It's like, I want to submit a petition against Femi Aderogba, but I'm submitting the petition to Femi Aderogba. I not talk past like that. How far do you think that petition will go? A petition about Femi that I'm submitting to Femi. Abi, is it not? Did I not see? God bless you all. I not talk past like that. I'm just making it a bit light because this matter is a serious matter. And me and you know. That the matter pass as they make the matter be.